Good morning, everybody. It's about 8:30 something here this morning. It's beautiful out today, and we're looking forward to a pretty day, and hopefully it'll stay that way. God is good, and I can say. I want to read you a little thing that a lady had put on one of the comments I was listening to regarding this topic we're going to be talking about today. And here's her little saying. She says, do I prefer to feel good in my mouth for a few moments every day, or to feel good everywhere in my body all the time? She's no sugars, no grains, or starches. And it's a good little thought. Do we? Do we just want to feel good for a little bit and then put the stuff in our mouth that don't, sugar that makes us just have that off feeling, oh good, I got my sugar for today, or later in the day, whichever. And then later you start feeling bad. You're sluggish, you don't feel good, you have aches and pains. I know when you start keto, and this is what a lot of people have been saying, they feel good. You have to watch. Even keto, it's no different than any other diet unless you decide you want to really just go all out. And when I was doing my keto, and I'm still little keto, more carnivore now, which means meat. I eat a lot of meat, less veggies, less everything really, and that's okay with me. I like it that way. A lot of people say, oh, that's a crazy way to eat, but from the research I've been doing and the people I've been seeing and people who is on this, they've really helped their bodies by going all meat diet. Very, very low oxalate vegetables, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. You'll feel it if you cheat on the keto diet. Once you get started and you go back to doing sugars and starches, your body's going to be sluggish. You're going to feel your belly's going to be bloated, which a lot of that stuff does that to your body. And there's a lot out there that are so skeptical of this. It's like, yeah, right. Well, okay, that's okay. Go ahead and do your thing. It's your body. You do what you want with it. I'm not here to tell you not to eat one way or another. That's totally up to you. It's your body. I just want to add some stuff here about some things so that you understand a little bit about what I'm learning and what is toxic to our bodies. We want to blame it on air pollution. We want to blame it on plastics, and it is. All that stuff is toxic on our body, but what else are we putting in our body that is toxic to our body that we, as common Joes, know nothing about, because we just eat what we want and put it in our body and don't think, oh, it's not going to hurt me. It's good. It's a plant. It's a vegetable. It's great for me. Well, what they're finding out is, and this has been going back since 2016, 2017, actually maybe a little bit longer than that, but it's not being talked about, is how our plants are toxifying our body. And to understand that, plants have toxicity in them for one reason, as I'm learning, is to protect them because they don't want to be eaten. Plants aren't no different than an animal. They don't want to be eaten. We just don't. But it happens. We got to eat. So we're going to eat some things. Some of your plants that they're finding out that are bad and high in oxalates. And what an oxalate is, and you can do more research on this, and I'll add to this video in comments people to go listen to. I want you to listen to them because you're going to learn a lot more. They have all the scientific stuff better than I can even tell you. They are searching this. Some of your high oxalates foods are like Swiss chard, beets, beet greens, spinach, almonds, and I love almonds, but I have stopped eating almonds. I don't eat them as much as I do the pecans and some other nuts, but they're high in oxalates too, unfortunately. Any seed foods are high in oxalates, and we've got to be cautious of that. Pumpkin seeds is a low oxalate seed, so if you like them, occasionally. Do not do them handfuls a day because, they're low, but they're not all that low. So the more of that you eat, the worse it's going to be for you. So to go on with this, in your keto, you're going to do a lot of vegetables. A lot of people eat a lot of vegetables in ketos, and there's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of people say, well, how do you get started in keto? Well, you just kind of go online, look up some keto stuff, and check it out. There's a lot of Pinterest recipes out there on Pinterest that I use. I use a low-carb meatball casserole. I love it. I do the Parmesan cheddar cheese crackers is what I call them. Call them chips, whichever you want to do. But go and check it out if you really want to lose weight. Now, there's been some people on keto who loses hair. You have to do a supplement, especially when your body is so used to all the stuff you've been eating and you completely cut that out and you go straight keto, which I kind of didn't do that. I took my time eliminating foods out of my body, and you should do that. You should never just go cold turkey, I feel, unless you're looking for some problems. And even Sally K. Norton, who is the lady I was telling, she's a vegetarian. She was a nutrition counselor. She used to be a vegetarian, more or less. And there's my little hummingbird in the background. That's kind of why I come out here, so you can enjoy your hummingbirds while I'm doing this little video. But anyway, Sally Norton is a nutrition counselor. She's also an oxalate specialist. And go on her YouTube channels, listen to her videos. You'll find out why she changed and now it's all carnivore. She doesn't even do low oxalate vegetables anymore, and there's a reason for that. Sally was a victim of plant toxicity, and the reason is because she planted plants, had her own garden, ate a lot of Swiss chard. She ate a lot of beet greens and beets and spinach and almonds and stuff that she thought was good for her, just like we think are good for us, and she's finding out that they're not. Keto is a good diet. A lot of people don't like keto and they want to harm keto, but it's because of how you do it. Are you doing true keto to where you're watching what you're eating, or are you getting pills and shakes and bars? You know, there's got to be something in there that's not good for you. Why? Because it says on the shelf. They have to have a preservative in there. Why not just eat your regular foods? That's best for you, in my opinion. I'm not going to say eat a lot of greens, because we're finding out some greens are not good for you, and they can cause kidney damage, cause kidney stones. And here's the reason why. Just to give you a little upgrade about what oxalates are, they're the toxicity, of course, in your plant foods, and they form crystals in your body. These crystals are like glass, hard glass, just like a kidney stone. It is not, kidney stone is not round like you think as a stone. It is sharp, jagged edges. And what happens, they are called calcified oxalates. Yes. And when you go to the doctors and you have kidney stones, they don't even check your oxalate consistency in your body. What is it? What is my oxalate rate? Is it high? Is it low? You know, do they check it? And as I was listening this morning with Sally Norton, she said that one of her friends was the 14th time going in for kidney stones, and finally the doctors, well, maybe we ought to do an oxalate test on you and see how high your oxalates are in your body. 14 times of kidney stones, and you're just now telling this patient this? If your doctor don't do that, you should tell them, I want it ordered. I want to see how high my oxalates is in my body. I want to know that. That's your right. If you're going to go and have these pains, I've heard they're no fun, and I pray I never get none. So to talk about that, then let's go on a little bit about why keto can be good for people. It can get you off your blood pressure medicine. It can get you off your diabetic medicine. So, oh yeah, right. It can help you with your inflammation depending on if you watch your oxalates. It can also help you breathe better, which I have found that out since I have been mostly keto carnivore, but I've done more carnivore than keto. That's just been my way of doing things, and I feel so much better. And I'm even looking better, even to myself. I feel better. And your mind, it's clearer. I don't have the brain fog like I've been having so much of by doing this, and I'm so glad about that, because I don't like brain fog. It's like, you know, you go down the road, you forget, oh, I forgot to do this, and I forgot to do that. Gotta turn around and go back and dump the garbage off or whatever. That's going away, and I'm so glad about that. Do I still have little memory things? Yeah, of course, I think we all will. But as far as my brain fog, no, that is really lifted, and within, I'd say, 2-3 weeks, depending on what I was doing and how I started off, I could tell a difference even in my memory, especially probably about the month and a half that I was there. I could even remember my recipe for magic keto cookies that I have made almost every other day, or at least once, I won't say every other day, about once a week I make it. So I should know it by heart, and I've had to keep looking it up, but now, yeah, it's there, and that's a good thing. It makes me feel good that I can remember some things that I have been forgetting. So that's really good. Um, you just got to take charge of your health and your life. You can't blame a doctor because you're sick if you're putting bad stuff in your body. That's your fault, not your doctor's. It's not your spouse's either, because it's just like me. Now, I've slacked off a lot of things. Don still wants his potatoes, which is high in oxalates. He still wants some of his beans and stuff. That's up to him. That is his choice. It is his body. But I have educated him on this stuff, and I tell him little things I'm hearing just to put that little seed out there, and he's doing better. He's actually got this morning, his blood sugar was down to 99. He was tickled about that. And he even had a potato last night, and had some sour cream and butter on it, and he had his little half cup probably of green beans because he's left over and he wanted that, and he had a cube steak, and that was our dinner last night. I just had cube steak with lots of butter, and I did have a little bit of mushrooms, which I have to see if they're high in oxalates or not. I'm not sure about that, so I'll check that out. But I didn't have a whole lot. I probably had about a half a cup or so, and that's probably about all I had. But anyway, so there's the thing you want to look at. If you are having kidney stones, as she pointed out in this video I watched today, also if you're having thyroid health problems, it could be due to high oxalate toxicity in your body. She said she had a lump in her throat, and she knows it was her thyroid, and now it's gone because she got off of all that stuff. It's taken years. You don't get it out of your body in one day, 1 week, 1 month. It took her decades to get her oxalates out of her body, and probably because she ate so much Swiss chard and beet greens, and the stuff that wasn't good for her that she thought was making her healthy was actually not making her healthy. And that's sad, but that's in all of us. We think we're doing right. One thing you can do that she recommends is drink lemon juice with your water. Put the lemon in your water. I got a juicer, and it's a nice little hand juicer at Walmart. Hangs on the, it just hangs up there and you can see it. And you put the lemon inside of it. It's like a little round bowl thing, and you squeeze down on it, and it has little holes on the bottom. All your lemon juice comes out. Love that little juicer. It's better than those ones you used to take your hand and go like this around. And it's fantastic, and I use it to do all my lemon juice with. So that's something you want to think about maybe getting if you have kidney stones. Start drinking lemon juice in your water. I don't do a lot of lemon juice in mine, maybe once a day, and the reason I do it is because I kind of like something different in my water. Plus, it's not going to hurt me. It's cleaning me out a little bit. It's taking the oxalates and the toxicity out of my body. That's good. That's good. That's what you want. Another thing I wanted to touch base on, there's a couple people, and I'll put their names on a little notes so you can look up some things. There's some I just found out about today, reading comments. I love reading comments and things because the comments that you read can help you find what other people have found that's helped them. And these are people in their 60s and 70s, and it is just fantastic to find out that these people are taking charge of their life. Even younger ones are starting to do that because they're like, I don't want to be sick. I got to work. Number one, you got to work. You want to feel good. You want to get up in the morning and all vigorous. You don't want to be up in the morning so sluggish that you can hardly move. I have had so much more energy, and I love it. I get up in the morning and I'm ready. 6:30, I'm up, and I'm just charged for the day. And it's a great thing. And I do my walk-in, I do my rowing machine, do my Pilates. I go and work out at our center at First Baptist Church. So anybody watching this that's here in South Carolina and Manning has First Baptist Church. We do have a center. And you can go there as long as you have like a member or someone who is with, takes you there and is subscribing it to you. So otherwise, like for me, if you want to go, just let me know. I'm usually there. And if I'm not there, you let me know if you're going to be there a day, and I can let Martha know who you are and you're coming, and the ladies that works there. I'm not working there as much now. I just kind of backed off of that. But anyway, I go there and I work out. Let me tell you some things that you can. I got an airplane going over, and hopefully you can hear it, but hear me over it. Wait a minute. But let me give you some things that are good, low oxalate foods that Sally talked about. You can also go on her website, and I'll try to put down her website, or at least you can look it up on YouTube if nothing else. And she does sell, I think it's $2 or $3 for a list of low and high oxalates, or you can go online and try to find some. Now you have got to be so careful with some people online because sometimes they may like a vegetable and not want to tell you it's high in oxalates, and you go ahead and eat it. So you have to do this research. This is good for you to do. So I can tell you what I can tell you, but you really need to do this yourself. She said that zucchini is low, cucumbers is low, cauliflower is low, endive, radishes, romaine lettuce, regular iceberg lettuce, watercress, mustard greens are somewhat low. She did say that. Asparagus, cabbage, arugula, I think is how she said it. Those are good ones. So, you know, you got to look at some things and see what you like to eat. Beans are definitely high in oxalates, and I'm sorry to say that. I love green beans, and I love brown beans and cooked beans and all, but I don't want to have the pain that I have later with it. You know, it's not worth me having the bloating and the gas and the cramps, and maybe some people, they love it. I am not in love with it anymore, and I'm getting out of it. But, you know, you just think, okay, I eat it. That's my body. It's doing it. It's good. Well, no, it's just not. It's just not good for you. So you all have to decide what you want to do with your body. Basically, you want to feel good for a little bit and then have all the body problems later. And she'll tell you, don't go completely off of eating plant foods. And that's smart because your body is used to that. And you all of a sudden are putting in shock by saying, I don't want no more vegetables. I'm not eating no vegetables. I'm done with vegetables. So you got to be careful because that can hurt you. So you want to kind of stay away from the high oxalate vegetables. Slowly, if you want to get completely off of them, go to the low oxalates and then get off of them. You know, I use almond flour in my stuff for my keto bakes. That's what's out there. Excuse me. I have some zucchini. I'm going to make some walnut zucchini bread, but I have to use almond flour, so I may switch it over to just coconut flour and not do the almond flour because they didn't say that coconut was high in oxalates, so I'm sure it's fine. So that one I'm not going to worry about. I can do that one. If you do a little bit, it's like she says, don't eat it like spinach. Okay, these people, let me go inside because of what this thing came on, and I don't want you having to hear that over me. So I'll just go inside real quick. Sorry. Now I'm going to get focused. Okay, sorry about that. All right, back in my kitchen. So I was going to tell you a little bit about what she was talking about. You got to watch what just don't go off things so quick because it's not good for you. It's really hard on you. And, you know, she is now carnivore for the simple reason she got her body where she wants it, and she doesn't like being sick. And this lady was really, really sick. So you really need to listen to what she has to say about the oxalates because there's something in it. And, you know, you just got to figure out what you want to do with your body and stuff. I wanted to really touch base on this because I know some people who are struggling right now with kidney stones, and I really hope they think about the lemon water and try it and drink it with their water. I'm not saying overdo it. I'm saying like a 1 or 2, maybe put some in your bottled water or whatever you drink, glass of water, whatever you want to do, but do a little bit. It won't hurt you. Once or twice a day, especially if you have kidney stones, to get the oxalates and the calcified oxalates out of your body. And that's what it is about. It's the calcified oxalates that's causing your kidney stones. 80%, they say, she says, of kidney stones is caused by that. A lot of people want to do the cranberry juice. You know, you're putting sugar in your body. That can't be that great for you. So that's up to you what you want to do with that. I hear a lot of people say that, but she does the lemon juice. And oxalates do come out in your skin. She'll talk about that. She tells about styes on your eyes. That's an oxalate. That's actually a crystal from oxalate toxicity. And she says the best thing if you get them on your eyelids around here, and that's probably what my rash is starting to clear up a little bit, is from oxalates. And that's how sometimes it comes out in rashes, or it come out in styes around your eyes. And why your eyes? It just does. But some people really have bad problems with the oxalates with styes. And she says you take a little bit of coconut oil and you rub it with a Q-tip on your eye, on the stye, and she says that will help cure it and get rid of it. So that's just some great thing to know about. You know, you can do that. there's things out there, people. You just have to study, and I can give you some updates on some things and let you know what I'm finding out. And but you are your own judge on what you want to do with your body and how you want to treat your body. Bone broth. If you make your own bone broth, it's really good for you. It's good for your fingernails. It's good for your hair. It's good for your overall body. It's giving you your amino acids that you need in your body. It's easy to make. I make it. I roast mine on the stove in the oven for about 45 minutes. I think it is on 425 or something like that. I'd have to look it up. If you're interested, just let me know, and I'll tell you the recipe I use. Of course, I have used vegetables like celery and celery, carrots, and onions, and some garlic and some herbs. Which I may not try that the next time and just go without that, because I put oxalates in my bone broth. Maybe so. So you can buy it also frozen in grocery stores. Don't get the ones in the box. You want the frozen in the stores if you can find it. And it's supposed to get grass-fed bone broth, not just beef broth, but bone broth. And yes, that's my clock, and I still have the Christmas music on it. Yes, it's nice to listen to. So anyway, that's probably about all I can tell you about this today. But kind of do your research. I'll put the lady's name down there. And also there's a couple more I've seen today I'm going to be listening to. One's called, she went carnivore. I don't think she does anything with oxalate with plant foods. I don't know that. I haven't listened to her yet. But a lady put in her comments. That's why I say when you go on these videos, don't just listen to them, but also listen, or you read some of the comments people are leaving. And now vegetarians, well, they're against all this stuff. They don't want to hear it. And it's because that's their lifestyle. They love vegetables. So why do you want to hear something bad about something you love? I didn't like hearing about dark chocolate. Oh, yes. That's one thing I almost forgot to tell you. Dark chocolate is high in oxalates. Unfortunately. Yes, it is. So you got to be careful with that, too. There's a lot of things we got to be careful with in our body. And we're just like, you know, an animal eats a toxic plant. It kills them. We're no different than that. And why are the toxicity in the plants? Listen to the research. She will tell you why it's there. So, really, that's about all I can tell you on this. She's got a lot more stuff that's out there that I think you need to listen to her videos. But one of the people, the two ones I'm going to listen to, that I thought this was kind of a neat name, is called the Hairy Cave Woman is what it is. The Hairy Cave Woman. I haven't looked at her videos yet, but I'm going to listen to them. And Dr. E, E-D-E. But I'll put their little notes down on. I'll put it in my note column so that you can see the difference in these people and listen to what they think about toxicity in plants. And then you can decide what you want to do with your body. So I'm just here to give you a little updates of things. That's all I can do. But just remember the little saying that the woman has: do I prefer to feel good in my mouth for a few moments a day, every day, or feel good everywhere in my body all the time? I think I take the second choice. I like to feel good because I like to be able to walk and get out and do things. So I'm going to just say a little prayer and we're going to end this, okay? Because the Lord is always with us, and to me, the Lord has brought this information to me through people to educate me and help me educate others. And I think that's what we need to do. Get it out there, because there's so many people who don't know about it. There's so many. So anyway, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this day and another beautiful day. And thank you for all the information you're giving us, that's good information through technology, Lord, that we're learning about plants. And I know it's hard for us to believe because you made plants. Why are they toxic to our body? Well, Lord, we don't know that answer. We know in the first beginning, yes, the plants were really good, Lord, but now we have really put pesticides out there, and maybe that's hurt them more, and they've got more toxic to us in these days. But Lord, we just ask that you bless everybody here that's listening today, and those who aren't, my friends and family back home, Lord, and here. Just be with them all and give them all a blessed day. And please, Lord, just keep your hand on them and protect them and keep them well. It's in your Son, Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Have a great day. Bless you all. Bye-bye.